Long gone celebrities are back, baby. They're all over the internet. They're taking over the social media platforms. Kids are dancing to Michael Jackson again, but this time he's AI. Today we're talking about Robin Williams' daughter saying, please stop, and whether or not that's even possible. Folks, what are the ethics? What are the morals? And what's coming out even beyond where we are today? Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, boys and girls, niños y niñas, welcome back. Bienvenidos to the Pro Channel. Folks, it is our job to keep you ahead of the culture curve. We love doing so, a passion and a zeal that even the Holly Weirds can feel. And we're going to give you a PhD level of understanding, no tuition required, in what's going down with, Sora and these AI video systems. Folks, we are in uncharted territory when it comes to celebrities dead and gone being brought back to life. And this is going to be for the rest of human history. This is now a thing. How do we handle it? We've got answers. Click the like button, and here we go. All right, out of today, Robin Williams' daughter's Zelda, begs fans to stop sending artificial intelligence videos of her dad from Sora. She says it's dumb, it's a waste of time and energy, and believe me, it's not what he'd want. Zelda Williams said of AI videos of her late dad, Robin. Zelda Williams, the daughter of late comedian and actor Robin Williams, is begging fans to stop sending her AI-generated videos of her dad. The 36-year-old actor and director posted a message October 6th to her Instagram stories telling her followers they needed to stop believing she welcomed their videos. Quote, if you're trying to troll me, I've seen way worse. I'll restrict and move on. But please, if you've got any decency, just stop doing this to him and to me and to everyone even. Full stop. It's dumb. It's a waste of time and energy. And believe me, it's not what he'd want, she continued. Zelda Williams went on to blast the practice of using AI-generated videos to depict any dead entertainers, to watch the legacies of real people be condensed down to this vaguely looks and sounds like them, so that's enough. Just so other people can churn out horrible TikTok slop, puppeteering them is maddening, she wrote. And there she is with her dad, when her dad was alive, of course. Now, this is a big deal because, this is something we didn't actually have to face or figure out until just a few days ago when Sora launched, and now when you're on Sora and we can't play this stuff on YouTube, why can't we play it on YouTube? Well, because YouTube has a rule that says that we can't put real looking people or, the actual real people on screen if it's not really them. So while it can be played on Sora, it's with great trepidation that we would put it here on the Pro Channel, but you can find everywhere on Sora videos of Martin Luther King doing the I Have a Dream speech. And then after I have a dream, he says something humorous. Or you may be offended by it, but all kinds of things. You've got Robin Williams. I've seen Billy Mays, all kinds of Michael Jackson, all kinds of Tupac. It's everywhere. And guys, this is something now that forevermore is going to be an ethical dilemma we have to talk about. And it wasn't up until now, but here it is. The idea that you can make any celebrity, yes, Fred Rogers is everywhere on Sora. You can have these celebrities, Bob Barker too, you can have these celebrities say and do anything. I don't know what the legality of it is. I don't even know what the ethics of it is. For example, let me play this out for you guys, okay? Zelda Williams says she's offended by this. Got it, okay? And I want to honor what she is saying. Don't want to be offensive. What's the rule though for like if Abraham Lincoln appears? Like, where's the cutoff? How far do you have to be? There's what's his name, guys? Help me out. What's his name? Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking's doing 1080s in the X Games on Sora right now. Yeah. And Bob Ross is painting on people's faces. So I don't know. I don't know what the rule is. So I want to talk about that with you guys today. What do you think we do? Because there's no stopping this. You can say, well, Sora shouldn't allow it. Okay. But guess what? Tomorrow, when a Chinese AI system comes out that has no copyright guardrails whatsoever, it's going to keep happening. So we don't get the choice of saying they should disallow it. It's going to happen. Somebody's going to allow it. So now we need to talk about what do you do with it? So let's go to the great thinkers of the day. Culture, I'm going to begin with you as a quasi-philosopher, or should you say quasi-philosopher, whatever it might be. Culture, what are the rules for this ethically? Not even thinking about the legalities yet.
Honestly, I think that is going to be laid out by the estates in question. I think we know well what Zelda believes should be the okay standard, which is not portraying her dad. But I think that there are many people out there that are far and away gone that don't really have an estate to represent them. So, whether or not somebody enjoys Fred Rogers, which I do, you have to ask a question. How does his estate feel? How do people feel about J.R.R. Tolkien's saying that he's very angry with Rings of Power? There's a lot of ways you can go with this. And again, the memers are always incredibly creative and think of things none of us could. And I would say that, I have a dream that we wouldn't be neo-Marxist as we are today, and that the neo-Marxists would find their way back to humanity at some point and realize that liberty is the only point of our future as a human species. But did
you guys ding a bell? Who's supposed to ding the bell on this guy?
He's not here. That's why I was able to
Marvin's not here to ding your bell.
Yeah, but I'll just say it that way. Is Michael Jackson fair game? Do you think his estate's going to be okay with this? I think ultimately it's going to come down to whoever controls the likeness that decides the ethics behind something.
Well, here's the other thing, Culture, and we'll go to Lauren on this.
Good.
So let's say Family Guy wants to make a parody of a dead celeb, right? So, or South Park, because they did Mr. Jefferson, who is a parody of Michael Jackson. So, allegedly. You got that. Lauren, these are technically, I suppose, parodies. They're just photorealistic, absolutely 100% sound just like the celebrity. Like, you can't tell unless there's a watermark that it's AI, but is it parody and therefore protected?
I struggle to know where I come down on this because I see it as a very real danger because you can mislead the public easily. However, I also rail at the idea that because somebody is offended, you get to decide what everybody else does with speech, especially when not everybody agrees. Zelda Williams may not like that people can do this with her father's likeness or with other dead celebrities' likeness, but somebody like Peter Cushing's estate allowed it for something like Rogue One.
Well, shoot, boy, I'm bad with names right now. I was going to say the voice of Darth Vader.
Mm-hmm. James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones sold the rights to his voice to Disney for all of eternity.
Yes, and so I tend to come down on the side of less restrictive regulation, and I think there's some danger associated with that. But you're not going to be able to control the technology. And I think this is ultimately one of those spaces where you let the market sort it out. If people are offended, they won't engage with it. On the other hand, if they support it and if it provides an income for people or their estates, they'll support that. And we'll let the chips fall where they may.
And anybody can take this next one. What do we do as this becomes more powerful? Because Sora 2 that just came out comes out about 1 year after Sora, the original. It's about 50 times more powerful. I mean, it is bizarre to realize that we went from 1 year ago, what Sora was doing, to today. I mean, it looks like you went from Super Nintendo graphics, up to modern video gaming in terms of like the technical leap that happened in AI. Guys, what do we do if, for example, there's a John Candy and, I don't know. Name your favorite celebrity that you want to put with John Candy.
Chris Farley.
Okay, John Candy and Chris Farley unite together for a buddy cop comedy that somebody made in their basement. It cost, a couple $1,000s to make, to do the tokens to make a full-length film. If it's a parody, I don't know that anybody can stop them.
See, this is where what I would say is, because you have that free speech component, you especially in the States. I mean, up here in Canada, you wouldn't.
You don't have free speech.
It'll get cut off. Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But down there, America, you guys have the ability to do things because look at all the things that qualify, or people try to make qualify at the very least as free speech, including filthy things that you can watch online and all that kind of stuff. Like, there's so many things that are.
You're talking about cooking videos.
Yep. And so there's so many things that people try to push under the free speech category. This has to fall under it, based on all of the qualifications of all the different things that try to get lumped under that category. What I would suggest is the way to get around it is simply kind of what Elon did with on X, or whoever did. Maybe it wasn't Elon, maybe it was the girl that was the CEO. They said you had to clarify if it was parody. So long as within the description, it just has this little, this is parody or this is AI generated, you have that little caveat. That's all you really need, right? Because now people can see right off the hop, this is AI. Because I personally have zero problems with AI. I think that it's a great tool that can be utilized, and you've given creativity to people that didn't have it before for the same reasons that, like, basically you have a train versus a horse and a buggy, right? It's an advancement of the medium. You're just being able to do things in a completely different way with more power and more efficiently. So you can buck against it all you want, but you're just the people that are upset that there's cars. So whoop-de-doo, you have to move on. You have to embrace it. The question is, how do you facilitate it? It's not whether you have it or not. So that's why I think so long as you just have that qualification, you're good.
I don't know how you contain it at this point. I think AI it's the horse is out of the barn. It's too late. It's off, it's running, it's gone. Okay, you got to try to wrangle it. If you're going to wrangle it, I don't know how you wrangle it. It's all over the world. It's in different countries. And the more you try to regulate it, the more people are just going to go behind, okay, we'll just use something else. We'll do something else. I don't think there's any way you can tamp this down. Maybe in American society, you could try to put some rules and guardrails around it. I just don't
let me ask Derek a question specifically to Derek. I see this is a very exciting conversation everybody's wanting in, and we're going to have a free-for-all in just a second. But Derek, I want to come back to you for follow-up. There are parts of this. So I'm all about technology, and I love, I'm the carousel progress guy. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, and I'm all about it. I love it.
Yeah.
But Derek, I'm also, I know how fire works. Fire was a great invention. It cooks food. It keeps your house warm. It also burns down villages. Derek, here's one of the things I'm paying attention to right now. At the moment, for the professional version of Sora 2, it's like 15 seconds. We think that's going to go to 30-second clips. But right now, they're limiting it to 15-second clips. And so you got enough time for Michael Jackson to appear singing a little quip. But Derek, if this thing goes to 3 minutes, and it could very well, within the next year, you could have Michael Jackson singing new songs that people wrote and doing music videos. And at that point, the entire music industry is like unpredictably chaotic. And who knows how you even break into the music industry if you have to go back up against Michael Jackson being puppeteered by everybody across North America. I don't know what you do then to break into the music industry.
Well, it's just like Lauren said, you got to let the market decide it at that point. If people want AI slop, they'll buy it. If you want to, because in my opinion, this is the way I look at this whole AI situation. The reason that you like entertainment is because you want a human connection to an actual human being. You're not looking for some AI bot to generate whatever they're generating, whether it's a movie, a song, television show, whatever. You're trying to connect to a human being. There's no human being there. That's an AI bot, and you know it. Like, even with all of this stuff that's been coming out on Sora, like, I can almost detect, like, this isn't real. This isn't real. This isn't really happening. So I think human beings want connection to other human beings, and that's what entertainment does. It allows us to connect to people, or we're watching a character on the screen, and we're connecting emotionally to what that character is going through, and that's a human being that's playing that part. So I don't think this is going to be a big issue. I think people will laugh at it. It'll be a novelty for a minute, but I think ultimately people will reject AI. It'll be good for certain things. It'll be good to maybe, smooth out some graphics and some CGI and stuff. But it won't replace the human performer.
Let me go to an example. I've been very careful about what it is we can play. So I'm gonna state out loud, and we've got the We've got the Sora icons appearing everywhere, and I'm saying none of this is real. The people on the left side are. Everything, the 80% on the right of the screen is not real. It's AI, okay? So we're putting the disclaimer out there. But just so people understand what we're talking about who may not have seen it yet, I know those might be few and far between, but here's Bob Ross playing Call of Duty style game. You ready? Here we go.
That's better. Keep moving, keep breathing, and look at that view. Worth the Let's just ease our way down this little alley here. There we go. Oh, looks like someone was waiting for us. We'll give him a happy little burst of light. That's better.
All right, so there you go. There's...
Well, I want to go ahead and proffer this, and then I want to go to culture, because I know he's got a lot of thoughts on this, and I have a lot of thoughts that might inform what he might say here. This was revealed today via PC Mag. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen for just a second. Facing backlash, OpenAI curbs the use of dead celebrities' likeness in Sora. This by Michael Kahn here.
How do you, wait a minute. How do you, it just says up there that they've got an opt-out system. How do you opt out if you're dead?
Well, here's how they're going to do it. Don't expect to see as many dead celebrities in Sora. OpenAI tells PC Mag that it will remove, quote, public figures who are recently deceased from the AI app if their families or estates request it.
What is recently deceased?
For public figures who are recently deceased, authorized representatives or owners of their estate can request that their likeness not be used in Sora cameos, the company adds. I might provide a little bit context here.
You did, and you are correct. And here's the problem. Who defines recently deceased? But we'll set that over here until later. I'm going to tell you, because I've been paying attention to AI for a decade and a half now, and just say that over those 15 years, we're well beyond where I expected us to be. We are still basically the autocorrect of, what is out there in the real world, because that's what AI is. It's predictive type at this point on your phone. So enjoy, but it's never going to feel real, which is why Derek was very eloquent in what he said about it. You're always going to have a separation until they can actually eclipse that, which is miles away. But there's something more terrifying here, and it's the fact that AI is out of the box. If you talk to anybody that's been working in this field for a while, they're going to tell you something very honest, which is there's no moat. I have my own AI on my laptop. I can do about everything that I want to, and I can continue to update it through various means to become even smarter than it already is. But it's constantly evolving, and it's not controlled anymore. Everything is out in the world. You want a version of Llama out there that's modern and updated to the most recent version. It already exists. You can put it on your own laptop. You can have your own super advanced predictive text if you want it. That's just that version of it. There's versions of Sora out there that might be miles ahead of Sora 2. We're already there, which is the problem. And this is something that they've been talking about inside that particular community is everything's already outside of the box. And the ethics of it are, not even something we should bother to talk about, maybe. Now,
just let me give you an example. I don't know what the rule is. Kobe Bryant riding a goat in heaven. I don't know what the rule is anymore.
Well, I mean, that's obviously not a recent death, or is it? See, this
I
is
don't
the problem.
know. I don't know if it is or not.
Can I
think
I would just like to speak to something that Derek said, but also kind of tying into what the culture is saying. This speaks to the current status of the things that we're seeing produced by the big corporations in general, right? People are actually having more engagement with the AI produced things because that's created by humans with emotions. And so even though obviously AI isn't human, you're actually seeing actually human produced content. Whereas what Hollywood and what all those other folks are trying to do, it's not, right?
No, so it's demon produced content.
And it's hollow and it's vapid. So you have far more substance that's actually coming out of AI, even though it's fake and it's weird and it has that whatever.
Kobe Bryant riding a goat in heaven. Come on, man.
Well, he is the goat.
That was art. That was art, Lauren. How dare you?
All right, sure. Look, I got pushed back on a couple of different places here, though. I disagree with you, Culture, and Derek, honestly.
Me too.
I think it's going to come to a point where you're not going to be able to tell that it's AI.
Yeah.
Look at how fast that we got where we are now.
It 50x'd in 1 year. It's going to 50x in the next year.
Sure, but you're still
6
going
months.
to. Okay, so I'm telling you, it can do that forever, right? There's still we can still draw a distinction between reality and the very best CGI they have to offer. And the worst part of it is this, Lauren. If they're working in the volume, you can see just how flat everything is. Even when they drop in a green screen behind the actor to
This is not the
superimpose
volume. This is not CGI. This is going to blow CGI away.
No, it's not.
I think part of what you're keying in on is the human element of the performance. And I think one of the easy ways that you solve that is just put a human performer into the camera.
That's motion capture, and it's still a human.
I'm not saying it's not, but once you overlay the AI skin over it, you get the human element that you're missing.
You get
The other thing that I would push back on is, okay, I'm going to play devil's advocate here a little bit. We're talking about all the reasons why it's not going to work and why you shouldn't. If we're going to make those arguments, how about an unauthorized biopic that has no AI at all, but just an actor playing a character who's dead? Are we going to restrict that too?
Right.
And if so, what makes that any different?
Yeah, I think it's all going to come down to maybe who has the license to some of the stuff, whether it be a piece of IP
Estate,
or whether it be the estate and so forth. And I think that might be the only regulatory tool. Otherwise, I think this stuff's going to go everywhere.
I think they're going to try that, but I think it's going to be real thin because at a certain point, you've got to be able to talk about dead people and produce content with them, whether it be historical as a documentary style or speculative fiction. You know, imagine a world where you couldn't do Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. You know, how's that going to work?
Well, here's another thing to think about, because we've got plenty to think about, but here's some more. Let's say that just about everybody on the Andy Griffith Show has passed away. All right, now Ron Howard's still around, but most of the people who were in the Andy Griffith Show have passed away. Usually, if you're creating something, so long as you're not creating something with the intent to make money off of it, you can use IPs. What is to stop somebody from making new episodes of the Andy Griffith Show and just say, you know what? I'm not going to charge anybody for this. This is just for pleasure. This is just for fun.
And here's where I think that that was a great thing to bring up. And I'm going to say something in fear of repeating someone else as I stepped away for a moment. But I'll just say that we have something in the States that allows us for the use of public figures. All of these people are public figures. The argument would be made around Robin Williams. He's a public figure. Or Andy Griffith is a public figure. You could certainly do that. By the way, you could definitely produce more music by Andy Griffith if you so choose. I'm looking at this as the opportunity that people will take advantage of it because they can, at least in this country, until you change the laws. The problem with changing the laws is you're up against a fight you don't even understand, I believe. And that's kind of where we are in the world. We are in a new age in a way that the bigger philosophical question is, it's not whether or not we could do it. It's whether or not we should.
And
that's where,
that's been the subject of many. Go ahead, Derek.
Think about okay, somebody's in his basement playing around with AI, making something for him and his friends, whatever. If we're talking about the commercial value of AI, I don't think people want to see somebody go and make a new season of the Andy Griffith Show. I mean, it's like, do we really want that? I think people are yearning for new and different things. And if you're just going to remake old stuff or make new episodes of old stuff, what does the end user want? What does the consumer want? We've been rejecting Hollywood left, right, and center, and Hollywood's throwing all kinds of stuff at us, and none of it's AI. I don't think
none of it's good.
AI. I just don't think people want it. And if they get the slightest sniff that this is AI, they're going to reject it. People are just going to absolutely reject it, regardless of whether it's believable or not, how good it is. Once it's out that, hey, Michael Jackson never acted in this movie. Michael Jackson was never, okay, you know what? Nope, this isn't his song. Clearly somebody made this with AI, and I reject that because I think that's what human beings want. Again, we crave the connection to other human beings. We don't want AI slop. We hate CGI right now. As good as CGI has been, we can't stand CGI. Give us practical effects. We've been screaming about that. I think that's one of the biggest problems. I think that's the missing element is what do people want? What does the end user want from a commercial standpoint?
I have made an ill-advised bet within the last week that was about whether or not in Starfighter the young child is going to be Luke Skywalker's son.
Starting to regret that, are you?
No, I'm not regretting it because I think I'm right. But I bet Pro $100 against having to watch all of the Highlander movies that kid is not Luke Skywalker's son. I'm now going to make another ill-advised bet and say I think you're wrong, Derek. $100 against within the next 5 to 10 years, you're going to find that people do want AI content.
And I support that only for this reason. And normally I would never go against Derek. He's one of the smartest people on the planet. But I'll just say it this way. People play video games.
And I think the way that you're going to find out that they want AI content is I think they're going to slip, kind of like this Tilly, whatever it is that they've just recently talked about.
Yeah.
I think they're going to slip an AI actor in somewhere and not tell anybody.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this, guys. Here's where I think it goes. I think that live performances are going to be the new premium form of entertainment. Well, so going to see real people live, theater's coming back. Theater's going to be a big, big deal. Live concerts are going to be a big, big deal. But guys, we got to wrap this up. We could go on for an hour and I would love it because it's meaningful. But I want to end on something we can all agree is worthwhile in AI. Culture, it's a dancing bear. And it's better than anything CGI can make.
Yeah, it almost has my moves. Look at
Would you like the audio from the bear, Culture? Would you like the audio?
Oh, yeah,
Big step like flex, I'm the king of grooves. Watch slide, pour, twist, claw, leave that chalk line smooth. Big step like flex, I'm the king of grooves. Watch slide, pour, twist.
I don't know how he puts the shoes on, honestly. I don't know how he's wearing the shoes, but he's doing it. He's doing it.
Yeah. Like, and you know what? I mean, he probably isn't as fit as you would want the bear, but the bear is doing it. I'm just saying.
Did you question the physique of the bear?
Well, I mean, I'm questioning my
shape.
Yeah, and I'm questioning my physique right now. So, yeah.
Okay. Folks, it's time to bid you adieu, but we hope that you will help us anew. And that is, we're only asking you click that like button. Share, subscribe, click it, stick it to those algorithms. It is the notification bell and drop a comment down below. And oh, by the way, have you gone the way of thatparkplace.com? www.thatparkplace.com. It's the website that if you're not yet bookmarked to, well, you should be. A bastion of truth and knowledge when it comes to entertainment and everything that's going on. Go check it out today, folks. We would love to have you over there as well. All right, we are getting ready to head out, but do not fret, for we will put out 4 more videos tomorrow, so long as the good Lord allows. And we believe that probably, just might, happen. All right, until the next time we get to share time with you, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.
Jump into the water.
Why listen to music made by people and companies who really don't like you? Check out Vacation Radio today and prepare for all new content made by the people behind the WDW Pro channel. It's the place you need for all the music. That should be fun.
So I give them cannonball. Yeah!
Hundreds of songs, every genre you can imagine. Listen live on YouTube and enjoy a set list that's always sunny. It's Vacation Radio. What are you waiting for? Every WDW Pro video has a link to Vacation Radio in the video description. Try it out and subscribe today.